Where the fuck have I been? Hey guys, what's going on? The Bearded One here. Welcome back to BGN. It's been a long time again, hasn't it? When I started this channel, I never expected these quarterly update videos to become a frequent thing, but shit happens. So for those of you who have been paying attention, we've been gone for a while. BGN has not uploaded a video since late September. So, why is that? Well, on this update video, I'm going to explain why we went away, why we're coming back, and what we're going to be doing once we have returned. So the biggest question is, why did we go on hiatus again? Now, it's not one of those superfluous answers like I usually give, like, oh, I got burnt out, or oh, I'm so lazy, or school's taking over my life. No, this one's pretty simple. My computer literally died. The editing PC that I used to use to record and edit BGN videos actually blue screened on me back at the end of September. So that's why you haven't seen any videos since then, because I haven't had a computer to edit on, so I've just been biding my time until I had an opportunity to get a new computer so I could get back to editing. The good news is that day has finally come. I'm gonna put it up on screen right here. Here's my new editing PC that I just got this past week. It's a beast. I fucking love it. It's going to increase my productivity tenfold, so that means I can finally get back to editing BGN videos, which means you're gonna see a lot more videos coming up. What I'm going to be focusing on for now is editing all the footage that we had recorded before the crash happened. We recorded a couple Let's Plays that, as of right now, are not edited yet because I haven't had a PC to work on, but now that I do, I'm gonna get back to those. So those are probably going to be some of the first things you see going up on the channel in the coming weeks. On top of that, I'm going to be bringing back an old friend, the Bearded Banter podcast. Now, we haven't done a podcast since last January, actually, when we did our Game of the Year awards for 2016. The reason being, Bones actually came to me and said, hey, I'm not a super fan of doing podcasts. So that's why I haven't seen a podcast in a year, because Bones hasn't really been motivated to actually do any. We did, however, just yesterday record our Game of the Year awards for 2017. That will be the first podcast you see up on the channel in the new year. Hopefully that will be up within the next 2 or 3 weeks. After that, I have a podcast that I did with Riley, this sexy motherfucker right here. I have a podcast I did with him in the summer that I never got around to editing because of me moving to a new house and all the stuff that happened with that, and then my computer died in September, so it's just been sitting there unedited for like 4 or 5 months. That will be the first podcast you see after the Game of the Year show. I will be uploading that finally. And then after that podcast with Riley comes out and our Game of the Year awards show is up on the channel, I will be bringing back Bearded Banter on a bi-weekly basis. That's right. This won't be like the other time when I said, yo, this is gonna be a weekly show. I've learned my lesson. I'm trying to fucking balance my workload. So, Bearded Banter, after Riley's episode, will become a bi-weekly show. There will be a new episode every 2 weeks. So hopefully that will give me enough room to breathe and edit things and get everything ready on time, which I don't have the best track record of doing. That leads me to my next point. Bearded Banter needs a co-host. Since Bones is not interested in doing it anymore, and Riley's off doing things in the real world, I need a new co-host. That's why, on this video, I am proud to announce that my new co-host for Bearded Banter will be Matt, aka Legion Rex. Now, for those of you who have followed the channel in the past, he is a close friend of mine, great friend of mine, one of my best friends. He runs his own channel, Legion Rex, where he does analytical videos on movies and anime and all that stuff. Go check him out. He will become my new co-host moving forward. So he will be on every single episode after Riley's, unless something comes up. Speaking of Matt, Speaking of Matt, getting good at these segues here, Matt and I have officially brought back The G.A.P. Now, what is The G.A.P.? A couple years ago, we started a new podcast show all about anime, which was the Generic Anime Podcast, or The G.A.P. It was a school project that we started back in March of 2016. We only did it for school at the time, but we did want to start doing it regularly and have it become a real show. Unfortunately, we kind of sat on it for a while. There was personal shit, and our lives were incredibly busy, so we never got around to doing it. But now, almost 2 years later, I'm terrible at this. The G.A.P is back. Matt has taken reign as the host of the show. I will still be on as co-host. That will also be a bi-weekly show, alternating in the weeks where there isn't a Bearded Banter podcast. So, if you want to check that out and watch Matt and I talk about anime for a couple hours every 2 weeks, go over to the G.A.P YouTube channel. Link will be in the description. Go subscribe. We already have the first episode of the rebooted series up, where Matt and I discuss all the shows coming out in the winter 2018 season. It's gonna be a hoot! So yeah, Matt and I will be doing the G.A.P on a bi-weekly basis, so if you want to watch us talk about anime, go subscribe there. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Our second final point in this update video, as I said, in the summer, I moved in August to a new house. As you can see, lovely new backdrop for the videos. Look at all this lovely shit. Coming next month in February, there will be a gaming room / office tour video. Now, we did a gaming room video a couple summers back, as well as a room tour video of my personal bedroom with all my nerdy shit in it. Unfortunately, when we moved to this house, my new bedroom is basically the size of a fucking broom closet. So there's not really any room to put any cool nerdy shit in. That's why all of this shit is here, because this is now my office. So there's this big, wide open room. Half of it over there behind the camera is the gaming room. This half is my office where I work on BGN stuff. So, coming next month in February, I'm going to be doing a gaming room / office tour video where I'm going to show you guys both sides of the room and all the cool nerdy shit that we have in it. I'm waiting until February because there's still a couple things I'm expecting before the end of the month that I can still put here. So that's why it's coming out in February, but that will be coming next month. And finally, one last thing to mention in this update video, I have a secret project that I'm working on. Now, for those of you who have followed the channel in the past, I believe I mentioned working on a secret project a couple years ago, but same thing that happened with the G.A.P. Personal things got brought into the mix, and then school got really busy, and I never got around to finishing it. I sat on it for a while. But I am announcing in this video that I am officially bringing that project back. Now, I can't disclose what it is just yet, but here's a little hint for you. This lovely backdrop behind me will be the set for this new project. I think if you followed any gaming YouTuber on the planet, you can kind of guess what it is, but I'm really excited about it. I'm officially writing a script. I have a subject plan. It's gonna be a hoot. Still can't disclose what it is, but you'll find out. It seems pretty obvious from the hints I'm giving. This show will cover a whole host of things, from games, movies, anime, a whole bunch of different stuff. So, I'm not gonna say when it's coming out. I don't have a set release date, nor do I want to, because it'll be done when it's done, but you will eventually, I promise you, see that released on the show. And then from there, you'll see subsequent episodes whenever I work on them. So I'm really excited to get working on that, and I can't wait for you guys to see the final product. So that's about it. Hopefully this is a pretty quick update video, seeing how much I edited out. But thank you guys so much for holding in there. BGN is officially back once again. I really don't want to be doing these quarterly update videos every 4 months like, oh, we're back again, because I don't want to keep going on hiatus for stupid reasons. But we're finally back. I got a brand new editing PC. I got the creative juices flowing. I'm motivated. I got a ton of stuff I want to work on. This year's gonna be great. I feel like near the end of the year in 2017, things kind of got into a slump because my computer crashed and I couldn't work on anything and I just got really demotivated. But this year I feel it's going to be a great year for BGN, and hopefully you guys will stick along for the ride. So, with that said, we're gonna wrap things up here. I'm the Bearded One, signing off, and let's see what 2018 brings us. Keep on gaming, everyone. Also, I have this fucking Sonic hat. Aren't I cool?